Here's Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski.
Thank you for joining us. We begin with an issue where every second counts. Tonight, conflict from inside one of the Bay Area's largest emergency response systems. We take you to Alameda County and our 6-month investigation. Paramedics pointing to potentially dangerous decisions with critical emergency responses.
Fire dispatch address to the emergency.
I'm afraid for anyone that needs help in the 911 system.
Medic 2110 en route.
They don't know that the ambulance units are getting dispatched off shootings for people that are dizzy, intoxicated, complaining of headaches.
He's a veteran paramedic working in Alameda County.
You're responding code 3, Delta level.
I just don't see how somebody who's vomiting is in a more dire straits than somebody who's been shot.
20 months ago, Alameda County hired a new paramedic company and changed its entire dispatch system, including how paramedics respond to shootings and stabbings.
What it says to me is that we prioritize wrong.
She's also a veteran emergency responder. Both want to keep their jobs. They asked us to disguise their identities. Can you get fired for sitting in front of our camera?
Yes.
52 response for medical.
You heard shots.
Yeah, I heard some shot, and my son said, "Oh!" I called 911, and I want to send my ambulance right away.
Less than 2 months after the county's emergency response transition, Gabriel Martinez's 5-year-old son, Gabriel Jr., was shot near his taco truck in Oakland.
My son's died in my hands.
He died in your hands.
Right.
Can you show us your route to the hospital?
When Martinez called 911, following protocols, dispatchers categorized the shooting as a low priority, officially a Bravo call. In this case, an ambulance was on scene in less than 5 minutes. But because it was a Bravo level call, it meant paramedics could have taken up to 15 minutes to get there. And the ambulance could have been diverted to a so-called higher priority call. Paramedics say that's the problem.
Shootings are considered to be a very low priority call.
Was that a mistake that day to code that as a Bravo call?
I didn't listen to those tapes.
Joshua English manages the emergency response system for Alameda County. You know what happened to the young boy.
It's not the...
Why should that not have been the highest priority call in your system?
I don't like to second guess our paramedics and EMTs or our dispatchers. They do a very hard job.
And our research has also found other high-profile shootings in Oakland that also received low-priority Bravo responses. In April, the fatal shooting of off-duty paramedic Quinn Boyer. In July, again in Oakland, the fatal shooting of 8-year-old Alicia Carradine. And this emergency call offers a significant contrast. In April, paramedics responded to this Oakland BART station, a call for an intoxicated individual, a Charlie category response. This call to assist a drunk received a higher priority than the 3 fatal shootings.
Can you show us your route to the hospital?
The system is not being run correctly.
Mike Dutra is another veteran paramedic.
Any report of a shooting, if I was making the policy, would come in as at least a Delta level response, if not an Echo.
Delta and Echo emergencies receive the highest priorities and the shortest required response times. We analyzed 15 recent months of emergency calls. 87% of all shootings, stabbings, and penetrating traumas in Alameda County were dispatched as Bravo calls, the second lowest priority. They can be diverted for so-called higher priority emergencies. The same records show 100% of callers claiming they are clammy received a high priority Delta level response. Shooting and stabbings, will they be more of a priority in the future in Alameda County?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no question.
You're going to make changes because of the questions we've asked.
Yes.
Medic 2101.
But our investigation has found more concerns.
I don't feel we have enough ambulances available on the street to meet the demands of the county.
Although managers in the county say response times are met more than 90% of the time, paramedics point to regular pages like this one, alerting the crew that the system is on level 0. Level 0, what's that mean?
That is when there are no ambulances available to run calls in a specific area.
How often does that happen?
I don't know.
And look closely at this, a level 0 page, alerting paramedics a call has been holding for 20 minutes.
If there are no ambulances to respond to calls, that would sound to a layman
Sure.
like a problem.
And it's not a new problem.
But you don't know how many times in the county you've gone to level 0?
It's not a number that we track.
A number they do track is the amount of fines and penalties Paramedics Plus has paid for failing to meet contract requirements, including response times.
You paid more than $5 million in the past year.
Yes, we have.
He's the chief operating officer of Paramedics Plus in California. Dale Feldhauser admits since taking over the Alameda County contract, Paramedics Plus has lost money.
So help me understand, in the first year plus more than $5 million in penalties, you've said you're not making money. How does this work?
We get better. We work to get better. That's how it works.
Code 3, Bravo level.
It's important to note response times to the 3 high-profile Bravo shootings were all within guidelines. But the county is still making changes because when shootings and stabbings are categorized as a low priority, they can and many times do get diverted to other emergencies. We have confirmed 109 diversions of shooting, stabbing, and penetrating traumas in Alameda County during the past 22 months. Up next, after the break, some Bay Area limo companies breaking rules. Are they sacrificing your safety? We investigate why they're still on the road.